War. War never changes. In the year 1945, my great-great-grandfather, serving in the army, wondered when he'd get to go home to his wife and the son he'd never seen. He got his wish when the U.S. ended World War II by dropping atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The world awaited Armageddon. Instead, something miraculous happened. We began to use atomic energy not as a weapon, but as a nearly limitless source of power. People enjoyed luxuries once thought the realm of science fiction. Domestic robots, fusion-powered cars, portable computers. But then, in the 21st century, people awoke from the American dream. Years of consumption led to shortages of every major resource. The entire world unraveled. Peace became a distant memory. It is now the year 2077. We stand on the brink of total war. And I am afraid. For myself, for my wife, for my infant son. Because if my time in the army taught me one thing, it's that war never changes. War never changes.
You're gonna knock him dead at the Veterans Hall tonight, hun.
You think?
Absolutely. Now get ready and stop hogging the mirror.
Right.
G'day everyone, JoeRilla again, and welcome to something different again. I think we're doing this a lot lately. This is Fallout 4, obviously. I'm doing this because I just felt the urge to. I don't know why. Just whilst I'll cut away whilst I'm trying to work out what the hell I'm doing with my character. But I'll just give a rundown. I'm going to be playing this in survival mode. Now, I know this game's 3 years old. You've probably seen it all before, but I just feel like doing it, so whatever. Playing in survival mode, which is obviously a ton harder than the standard modes. And now, obviously, I have played this through the main story, so I know what happens, but I'm not going to give it away as I'm playing, because obviously there possibly could be someone watching that has not played the game before. So, as I say, it is going to be a playthrough. I'm not going to try and complete it 100% because that would just take me years. I'm going to go through probably just the main quest and possibly the faction quests. But I'm going to cut away now whilst I make something that vaguely resembles me. And once I've done that, I'll come back and get started in the game. See you shortly. Alright, so I think that's as accurate as it's going to get. So, here we go. So, quick background if you've never played the Fallout games. This is sort of so I'm going to try not to talk over the characters.
Grognak the Barbarian in the Jungle of the Bat Babies. My favorite.
Nice. So, basically, the world is basically, it's the 1950s, but it's actually in the future. If that's the best way to describe it. So yeah, as you can see, like it all looks like 1950s America, but everything's running off of nuclear power.
You know, I was nervous at first, but Codsworth's really good with Sean.
Alright. This is just a sort of preamble to the game.
Hun,
Can't believe it's almost Halloween. I need to finish making Sean's costume.
This is this part of the game. I was originally going to skip this, but you know it's sort of pertinent to the story, so may as well.
looks like the milk got delivered. Nuka-Cola, ice cold.
I think we need to go this way just to progress.
Can you get that?
Oh.
It's probably that salesman. He comes for you every day.
No, here we go.
Good morning. Vault-Tec calling.
Good morning.
Isn't it? Just look at that sky out there.
God.
You can't begin to know how happy I am to finally speak with you. I've been trying for days. It's a matter of utmost urgency, I assure you.
So you got a choice of how you can react to certain, well, most situations, obviously. You can choose to be a dick, or you can choose to be nice, or whatever. I'm just gonna...
I'm here now.
So you are. So you are. Now, I know you're a busy fellow, so I won't take up much of your time. Time being a precious commodity. I'm here today to tell you that because of your family service to our country, you have been pre-selected for entrance into the local vault. Vault 111.
God, this guy would do good selling cars.
Sounds great.
Oh, it is. Believe you me. Now, you're already cleared for entrance in the unforeseen event of total atomic annihilation. I just need to verify some information. That's all.
That's tempting, but I won't.
Sure, let's do it.
Splendid. Splendid. Now, let's see.
Okay, so this is just where I have, you know, put in some basic stats. I'm going to... Oh, for God's sake. So, I'm just going to put the underscores front and, well, in front and after, purely because that's the name of my other character. I don't want to go messing with the save files. That's my, you know, my personal game. This you just, you know, these are just your stats you go through: strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, luck. If you haven't ever noticed, it says special. You need to distribute 21 points. I usually try and go something that's fairly, you know, accurate to me in real life, I guess. It's, you know, up on the charisma and intelligence. I know either Rex or Bruce is going to comment on that. Or one of the plankers would. Perception. Yeah, sure. There we go. That'll work. And R for accept.
That's everything. Just gonna walk this over to the vault. Congratulations on being prepared for the future.
Thanks again.
Hey, it's peace of mind. That's worth a little paperwork, right?
For you and Sean, no price is too high.
Good answer.
I have my moments.
I was going to say, that guy said for...
Someone has been changed, but he absolutely refuses to calm down. I think he needs some of that paternal affection you seem to be so good at.
You heard Codsworth. Go on.
So that guy, that Vault-Tec salesman is, you know, not even selling you something, and he's, you know, acting like this mad salesman. But anyway, I digress. Here we go. So this is obviously your son.
The two most important men in my life doing? Spin the mobile a bit. He loves that. Hey, how's my little guy? Much better now, huh? Listen, after breakfast, I was thinking we could head to the park for a bit. Weather should hold up.
Yeah,
Like-
sounds like fun.
Sir, Mom, you should come and see this.
Codsworth, what's wrong?
And this is sort of where the, well, I won't give it away.
Followed by flashes, blinding flashes, sounds of explosions. We're trying to get confirmation.
What?
We seem to have lost
What did
contact
he
with our
say?
affiliate stations.
Oh,
We
no.
do have coming in. That's confirmed reports. I repeat, confirmed reports of nuclear detonations in New York and Pennsylvania. My God.
Oh my god.
We need to get to the vault now.
I've got Sean. Let's go.
Alright, now the vault is down this way.
You are registered. Evacuate to Vault 111 immediately.
Oh, hey, look, an upturned motorbike. Oh, I've never looked at this before. Oh, looks nice. That looks like a Yamaha VMAX almost crossed with an Indian. Indian Scout, possibly? Anyway, enough talking about motorbikes. So just got to run up to the vault to safety in inverted commas.
That's absurd! I am Vault Tech.
You don't get in.
I'm going in. You guys
Hey there.
Okay.
That's the-
They're letting you in and not me?
We need to get in. We're on the list.
Infant, adult male, adult female. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you.
Good luck, Tim.
Poor salesman never gets
People outside the gate.
never gets let in. But yeah, if you've never played this game, you know it's pretty heavy as far as the story goes, and you know the visuals definitely help to reinforce that. So where
Almost
is it?
there. We're gonna be okay. I love you, both of you.
We love you too.
Kaboom!
Hold on.
And bye bye Boston, which is where the game is set. If you did not know.
We did it. We made it. We're okay.
Everyone please step off the elevator and proceed up the stairs in an orderly fashion.
No need to worry, folks. We'll get everyone situated in your new home. Vault 111. A better future underground.
Yeah, right.
Good. Step over to the table.
Hey.
Just step over to the table.
You'll
Uh,
need your suits before we can take you further.
Thanks.
Uh,
What now?
Just follow the doctor here. He'll show you where to go.
All right, you three. Follow me.
follow the good doctor. Well,
This is our new home.
the good
Oh,
doctor.
you're gonna love it here. This is one of our most advanced facilities. Not that the others aren't great, mind you. It's gone. Our home. Everything we had.
Sir,
There's a lot of. I won't give away too much about the Fallout universe. I mean, it's amongst most people.
Just checking everyone off the medical items we have to get to.
Most people know it already, but if you don't, let's just say that Vault Tech isn't what they seem.
Family you have. I hope you'll see this as your new home.
Alright, so where are you? Obviously, I know what to do,
Hey
but
there.
Just this way.
yeah,
Just step in here and put your vault suit on.
decontamination pod. As you'll probably see in a couple of seconds, that's not all it does.
Contaminate and depressurize you before we head deeper in the vault. Just relax.
Time for a whole new life.
Vitals. Normal. Procedure complete. In 5, 4, 3, 2.
So yeah, if you haven't guessed by now, you're not being decontaminated at all. You are being cryogenically frozen. Which, to give you a little bit of background, Vault 111 was intended to study the effects on people getting cryogenically frozen without their knowledge. So each of the different vaults have different purposes, so to speak. Now this is, I'll shut up for a second now because this is important story stuff. So yeah, that's pretty messed up, but you know, as I said, that's a pretty important story premise right there. And then you're back to being frozen. And you're out. Now, as I'll be able to show you in a minute, these people in here are all dead.
Come on! There has to be a release! Come on, come on, come on! Oh, God!
I'll find who did this, and I'll get Sean back.
So, there's all these terminals around. I'm not going to go through too many of them, but I mean, you have to go through a few of them. But to give you an idea, let's just click on any one of these. So that's what happened. Now, obviously, you're some point in the future, but as I said, I'm not going to go. You learn this stuff as the story goes. But now, obviously, the main point is to get out of here. So, start picking shit up. Now, you don't need all of this straight away, but it's good for certain gameplay aspects later in the game, such as crafting. There's a lot of inaccessible... So, where is it? It's back here, that's right. It's been actually a couple of years since I played this game. Just trying to remember what's where. But yeah, I'm not going to go through all of these, but they do tell you a fair bit about the background of... Where is it? Coffee. I don't need the coffee cup. Battery clipboards is always good. A lot of the computers around the world give you a lot of background as to the excuse me, as to the what's been going on. Okay, so we need to punch this. Get the meat. Now, this being survival mode, obviously you have to eat, drink, and sleep. And also, come back here to sleep. You also cannot save. Like, if you ever played this or Skyrim, you know about the saving and the quick saving. That's not a thing in survival mode. You have to go to a bed. Toasters are good. Hot plates are good because you can get electronics out of there. That's how you make scopes and stuff like that. Pre-war money, I don't know what that's good for. I can't remember. Alright, let's get our happy asses out of here. Oh, excuse me. So you just got to be bit careful. Oh, hello. Goodbye. Okay, so
What happened here?
what happened?
Where is everyone?
Gonskis. Left alt to... Ah, bloody hell. It's a bit tricky to go around punching stuff. But you can see as well, the roaches do a fair bit of damage.
Is this all that's left?
So get some stim packs, they're good for your health. Alright, need guns. And a gun. Okay, so use this computer to unlock the joint. Let's, there we go. Oh, excuse me. Alright, cool. Oops, wrong button. There's too many different games, too many different, oops, yeah, need ammo. Definitely need ammo. I'll be able to get that later. I don't have the master lockpicking ability, so I'm going to need that now. I'm just going to have a quick scout around here, because I'm fairly sure there's even more ammo getting around. That wasn't ammo, but that's okay. Okay, that's fine. No. Stores of ammo. Ammo is incredibly finite, so you got to be... Can't go wasting it. Oh, I want small. There we go. Gotcha. Alright, and need the meat. Definitely need the meat. Alright, cool. Grab all that. Because, yeah, there is hunger. There's no hunger bar. And there's no thirst bar or sleep or tiredness bar. But it does tell you when it's low. Oh, I got that. Oh, here we go. Get some. Oh, yeah, that's that. That's where I came from. Any more bullets kicking around for me? Nah. Right, this first episode may be a bit longer because I want to get to a certain point in the story to... Whoa. Oh, just walked straight over the top of him. You know, any more meat? Nah. Alright, good. Alright. Give me the Pip-Boy. That thing's pretty cool. You can actually get plastic models of those. Yeah, the premise of those is they're basically like a small handheld computer, so a wearable computer. I mean, it would be sort of this game's universe version of a smartwatch. 64 kilobytes of RAM. You really got some computing power there. Alright, select tab, so you have inventory, you know, quests, stuff you can do. It's easier for me to go through what you can do in this game as I'm doing it. I mean, most people know it already. As I said, this game is 2.5 to 3 years old now. So, you know, I'm not exactly going through a new release title. But, you know, it is still a current game because, you know, Fallout 5 doesn't exist yet. Oh, excuse me. It's getting late. It's a pretty intricate method of opening a door. You just sort of think how much, like, if you talk in terms of real life, how much something like this would cost to make. Alright, and I'm... oh wow, come on. God, I'm an impatient son of a bitch. Anyway, we're going to head up to the surface. Alright, no, I'm good. Finish, exit the vault. I don't need to change anything.
Enjoy your return to the surface, and thank you for choosing Vault Tech.
Well, I'll enjoy the trip to the surface, but that's because, well, I know that it looks nothing like what it did when I went down in there. These bloody loading screens, I tell you. Oh, wow. Oh, bloody hell. I'm doing the exact same thing he's doing. That's bright as fuck. Oh. Alright. Cool. Alright, now, this is probably where I'm going to leave it for now. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this first episode of Fallout 4. As I said, I feel the need to play this game again, because I do really enjoy Bethesda games. Like, to me, they're, like... I can't really explain it. They are my favourite sort of games, though. Like, you can really get lost in them. And, you know, I really like that. Nice. I really like the fact that, you know, and you'll see, like, if you've played this game and, you know, games like Elder Scrolls before, you'll already know what I'm talking about. But if you haven't, I strongly suggest you do. And this is definitely a good starting point. It's generally not too expensive on Steam, especially if there's a good sale on. So, you know, give me some bullets. Definitely going to be, you know, if you can get your hands on it, or want to get your hands on it. Get those fans, they got good parts in them. You know, but definitely worth it for you, because you will spend a lot of time playing the game. And not just doing grindy shit, actually playing it and having a good time playing it. Well, anyway, that's where I'm going to leave it. I hope you enjoyed it. You know, it is just the intro. So the intro episode. But next time we'll continue the story. Continue the playthrough. Let's play, whatever you want to call this. And have a hell of a lot of fun doing it. But until then, you have a good one, and I will see you later.
Godspeed, who got speed? Life moves